Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Science of Life, and this is Preeti, your science tutor. Students, in today's video, we are going to study about the force and the types of forces. It is a physics topic actually. So let's begin with an example. What you can see here, a man is pushing the car to make it move. Now here is another example, a girl is pulling its dog to make it move. So what do you understand by these examples? Okay, I'll tell you. Push or pull is being done to make the things move. Now here we comes with the definition of force. Force is actually push or pull to make the things move. For example, while walking, while lifting any object, while swimming, you need to apply the force. Now, SI unit of force is Newton. It is measured in Newton. Now coming to the effects of forces. Now what are effects of forces? What happen to the things when force is applied to them, that is the effect of forces. Now coming to the first effect, that is force make the things move which is at rest. Let's understand this with an example. When you play a football is at rest, and when you kick the football with a force, it tends to move it. So force can move the things. So how this ball moves? Because of the force applied by you on this object, it is being moving. Now coming to the second effect of the force. Force can change the speed of the moving object. We have studied that when the object is rest, you can move it with the help of force. Now what happens when the object is already moving? Then the force applied on it can change its speed or either it can stop it. For example, a ball is coming towards you. When you catch the ball while playing, you can stop the ball, or by applying the force you can change its speed also, you can stop it also. So in this way, force can change the speed. Third effect is force can change the direction of the moving object. Now how it happens? See, look at the example. Whenever a cricketer is playing and when the ball is coming towards him, he hit the ball in opposite direction. So ball is coming towards him and he hit the ball, so it moves in the opposite direction. Let's take one more example. A badminton player, when hits the shuttle, coming towards him means coming towards his direction, and when he hits the shuttle, it goes in the opposite direction. So when force is applied on a moving object, it can change its speed also as well as its direction also. Now coming to the last effect of the force, that force can change the shape of an object. For example, let's take the example of dough, or we can take the example of clay that kids used to play with. We can apply the force and make new shapes out of that. So force can tend to change the shape of an object also. Force can tend to move the object, it stops the object, it can change the speed and direction of the moving object, as well as it can change the shape of an object. Now coming to the types of forces. Basically there are two types of forces on the basis of contact. So first one is contact force and second one is non-contact force. Coming to the contact force, when the two objects are in contact directly with each other, then the force applied is called as contact forces. First force in contact forces is muscular force. Yes, the force applied by your muscles is called as muscular force. For example, when you walk, when you run, when you swim, or when you pedal a bicycle, then the muscular force is only applied, and internally also when you digest the food, when you do the respiration, when the heart beats, cardiac muscles are involved in that. So these are the muscular forces where the body and the object is direct contact. Now coming to the next, that is frictional force. Friction is actually the force which tends to stop the moving object or slows down its speed. How it happens? Look at the example. A ball is rolling on the ground, but after some time it tends to stop, or its speed automatically reduces. How this happens? This is because of the frictional force applied by the ground on the ball. So the ball and the ground are in direct contact with each other. So the ground applies the frictional force on the ball, and after some time when you throw the ball, after some time it tends to stop or its speed slow down. Now coming to the non-contact forces. From the name itself you can identify when the force and the object is not in direct contact with each other. Now you will think, then how it can happen? How we can apply the force? Magical? No, it is science. So the first non-contact force is magnetic force. Now you understood, I think so. When the magnet pulls the iron things or another magnet towards it, they are not in direct contact with each other. So here you can see the example. Magnet is pulling the things, pulling iron things and other magnet also towards it, and this is the magnetic force as well as non-contact force. Now the second non-contact force is electrostatic force. In this type of force, actually the object is electrostatically charged. Let's take an example. Take a plastic ruler, rub it on your dry hair, then after that bring a bits of paper and try to pull it. What you will observe, the bits of paper start pulling towards the plastic ruler. How this happens? Actually the plastic ruler gets charged from your dry hair, that is the electrostatic charge, and it pulls the papers towards it. So directly they are not in contact with each other, so it is non-contact force. Now last but not least is gravitational force. Yes, you must have heard about this. Gravitational force is actually the force applied by the earth on all the matter in this universe. That is the gravitational force. How it works? See, whenever you throw any object in the sky, it eventually comes back. Whenever you jump, then also eventually you come back to the ground. Yes, this is the gravitational pull by the earth only. We are in direct contact with the earth. So that is the contact force. No, actually when you are not in contact with the earth also, then also eventually you will come down. For example, if you jump from a building, please don't do that. I am just giving an example. If you throw a ball, if you throw an apple from a certain height, it will eventually come down. It will not go up. This is because of the gravitational force of the earth. Now it is very useful for us. We are standing on this earth because of the gravitational force. Otherwise when you will go in the outer space, you will start floating. You will start flying. Yes, because there is no gravity. Gravity is only on the earth. One more thing I would like to tell you about the gravitational force. That is weight. Suppose if your mass is 30 kg, then the earth will apply 30 Newton force on your body to keep it on the place. So that is your weight. 30 kg is your weight also. But when you go in outer space, your mass will remain the 30 kg only, but your weight will become 0 because there is no gravitation. But when you go to the moon, it will become 1/6, means divide 30 by the 6. It will become 5 kg. So your mass remains same everywhere, but your weight tends to change according to the gravity. So my dear students, now it is clear to you that what are the forces, types of forces, and still if you are having any doubt, then comment me in the commenting box. Till then, keep learning.